led by the captain, Kane Parrott, being clapped out by this significant crowd here at Starlight. Oh boy, I've got goosebumps. I'm ready.
I am excited. Shows that Westshore really knows how to get their supporters, their fans out. We're all in the crowd now. Bringing it back to your question there, Rylan. He is wondering just about the history between the clubs, if there is a direct number. Unfortunately, we don't have that. We do, however, have James Bay up 50-plus wins in its long historic period, and Westshore going for its third consecutive year.
Mark Belaski wearing the number 10 jersey, the fly half for Westshore, going to kick this game off for us in mere moments.
Craig Mitchell with the James Bay support, and you can't stop the bear. Good to see we've got supporters on both sides. Thank you for joining us. It is great to have you here. Enjoying the Nickelback coming through the headset.
Here we go. 80 minutes to glory. Barnard Cup on the line. James Bay takes it deep and will just kick that one out of bounds to set up the first set piece of the day in favor of Westshore.
Territory. I called it. Not as exciting as an initial first hit, but hey, it is strategy.
You know, you want to play it safe. You want to make sure that you don't show your opposition too much early in these games for them to take advantage, especially at this level of rugby.
Absolutely. And, you know, 80 minutes is a long time. You don't want to wear out with unnecessary collisions. The other thing that has just popped into my head, it is a turf pitch. That is not something most lads in this league are used to playing on. We're used to grass, you know, a little bit of soft earth under our boots. But we are here today on turf.
Kane Parrott, the captain, throwing in for Westshore. Matt Weir at the front, able to get that one cleanly. Grayson Perry went for the throw, saw the opposition coming up fast, and he just darts some stealth. Now Belaski at the back, goes the other way. Pryor carrying. Gets about a meter on that one. There's a James Bay guy in that ruck. Ref says leave it. Westshore maintains control. Now Sajanovic, the big number 8, will just run himself. He gets about 5 or 6 on that carry. Great carry from the number 8. Good fastball from Kane Parrott to Joe Kingham, and it just doesn't quite meet hands. It's going to be a knock-on for our first scrum of the day in favor of the visiting James Bay.
Scrumming in your own half, though, with the first one, you don't know where scrums land. You don't know the weights. You don't know the skill level quite yet, so you got to test those waters, figure out who you're scrumming against. I think James Bay is just looking to form, maybe get out here quickly.
Couple changes in the forward pack for Westshore here today. Dara Carroll, usually wearing the number 6 jersey, has stepped into hooker. We're going to see how that works out today. James Bay on the feed. Burton, the scrum half for the men in navy blue. That scrum gets blown up, and it's a penalty for James Bay.
Well done to James Bay's pack. They are traditionally pretty strong up in those forwards, so you might expect to see that. Not
quite the start the Westshore forward pack was expecting today. They are now going to go on the back foot with a James Bay line out just off the halfway mark.
Bringing it back to those changes you were mentioning with Carroll there up at hooker. Having somebody like him who's a bit more traditionally in the back row means you're a bit better in open field.
Easy, not easy, a little messy line out there for James Bay, but they're able to hold on to it. Now carrying in the midfield is the winger.
Lots of offloads there.
Brian Durango trying to get in there. He does get it.
Well done.
Off feet is the call from the official against James Bay. So Durango getting in there disrupted things and was able to get a penalty for his side. Now Westshore going for the set piece on the far side. Belaski with the ball in hand.
The Bays had a few offloads there, a little bit of tempo, which was good. Westshore managed to react and shut it down. I think it might have been a different picture if we hadn't tackled that third offload.
Just outside the James Bay 22 comes the men in white, looking to set up their first entry of the match here. We've got Thomas Hauser back in the lineup in the number 7, setting up wide outside
Ooh.
Jeff Luch.
Mismatched numbers. Ref slowing it down there, telling the lads, get it in order.
To the middle, Durango. He gets that, setting up a maul as Westshore. They're on the run. They're moving.
Marching.
This looks great here from the men in white.
Momentum. Oh, a big hit there from the base. Slowed that momentum down.
Now the ball comes out. Finds Reese James wearing the number 12.
Ooh, running into the
Reese
ref.
James runs right into the official.
Play will continue.
Almost no help there in the ruck from Westshore. They're able to hold on to it. Now Sajanovic down the short side gets about a meter on that carry. Durango goes right through the middle of the ruck, and he knocks it on.
Bringing it up to a James Bay scrum.
First entry into the 22 for Westshore does not go the way they anticipated with a silly little knock-on from the number 5, Brian Durango.
We got another commentary question here. The difference between turf and grass, Max, if you can remember from your playing days, for scrumming, for those forward boys.
When you're on the grass, you're able to get a little more grip. The ground kind of works with you as opposed to against you. Whereas when you're on turf, there's really no give at all, and it's a lot harder to get your feet dug in.
Really good if you like sprinting and going fast. Not so great on the scrums. Ooh.
Westshore now battling in this scrum. They didn't like how they were treated in the last one. Gonna vote, puts that one to the boot, and they're just going to exit out of their 22. Territory again. Not about possession here early in this first half.
Territory. Name of the game. James Teal with a huddy. The call of the Bays in chat. Coming up on our 4th line out here.
On James Bay, 10-meter mark is the Westshore Valhallians. Goes to Matt Weir at the front, able to get that one to Perry. Perry finds Belaski, who goes to Kingham. Kingham's through the middle.
Good support, nice and quick.
Now goes back the other way.
Out the back.
Taylor McGuire in the 15 finds a gap in the defense. He gets through. Westshore on a good attack here. Belaski takes the ball away from Pryor and gets it to his inside center. Now the other way.
Oh.
And that's a offside tackle from James Bay, advantage to Westshore. And we are just going to blow that ruck up. The referee's going to bring it back for that offside call.
Not even an attempt to hide that. Playing the man from behind the ruck is a no-no. You're not allowed to do it. You got to get behind that line of scrimmage, which is the back foot of the ruck for your respective side.
And it looks like Mark Belaski is going to take a knee here as we stop the clock. Time back on here at Starlight Stadium. Mark Belaski is going to back his boys, and he's going to put a great kick into the corner. They're about 6 or 7 meters out from the try line is Westshore, hoping to punch their first points of the match.
Exciting here. We're 5 meters out. This is where the action happens.
Over the top, Sajanovic is able to find it. He almost finds the white line just going right over the top of that tackle. Perry goes to the short side, finds the captain, Kane Parrott, who just almost rolls in, not quite there. Westshore 1 meter out. Durango trying to punch it himself now.
Looked like Parrott was rolled the wrong way, unfortunately.
Joe Kingham finds Belaski.
Ooh, big shooter.
Big shooter there from James Bay defense. Belaski gets brought down about 4 meters out. Now the captain is going to go himself.
With the offload.
The offload from the captain, Kane Parrott, to his winger, Nelson Oyu. Westshore puts first points on the board today. That was awesome.
You can hear it. It's electric in the air from that offload from Parrott. The crowd is erupting in applause, in cheers. They love to see it. They love to see some action. So do we.
Westshore has really found their form this season, able to implement some of that flair and not just be so stagnant as we've seen them be in past seasons. Now looking a little more open, a little more fluid. Speed conquers all is their motto, and they sure do look fast here.
That must be a new motto. I don't remember it on the crest.
Woo. And Mark Belaski will add 2 to the tally. 7-0 here at Starlight Stadium for the home side. 8 minutes gone in the battle for the Barnard Cup.
I think with the offload try there and the weather, that's going to be a little bit of a confidence booster to play a bit more open, play a bit more fast for Westshore here. Nice and high.
Durango gets up in the air, is able to throw that one backwards. Jeff Aluch finds it off a bounce off the ground. Set up inside their own 22 is Westshore.
Looking for this kick here, trying to get out.
Perry goes back to Belaski. And Belaski does get the exit off, but that ball is going to stay in bounds, and Kerwin is going to find it. Kerwin is going to go to Burton. Burton outside to Bowen.
Offload doesn't go to hand.
Offload doesn't quite make it, so that is a knock-on.
Into touch.
A penalty.
Ooh. What for?
Looks like the referee
Intentional
knockdown against Westshore. So a lucky break here for James Bay. Tried to get a bit of a back set move going.
That's a tough one. Looked a little bit like it might have been the offload that was getting knocked around and not the other way around.
That's a 50-50 call. This one goes the way of James Bay, who's going to set up a line out just outside Westshore's 22. They're looking to get their first points on the board. 6-man from James Bay goes to the middle. Little trick move. Easy setup.
Nice
fake
movement.
maul. That ball
Ooh.
gets dropped.
That is tough. James Bay.
And it's a half arm for James Bay.
Okay.
Westshore making simple little mistakes back to back here has kept James Bay in this attacking set.
James Bay's lineup was quite strong there. Some strong movements, capable calls. They looked like they were well drilled.
Quick tap and go here from James Bay. Gets brought down by Sajanovic. Now short side.
Ooh, grubber
Little
chip through.
Kick from Gonovo. Perry's going to pick it up just on the Westshore try line.
He is dancing. It is hot in that position. You do not want to make a mistake.
Westshore deep in their half. Belaski has to get that kick off quick, and he does.
Well done. Honestly, great series of play there. Even with the call not going Westshore's way, it is nice having officials who are communicating and making rapid decisions. Keeps the play of game alive. James Bay back where they were before, opting for a quick line out. Not doing them all.
Now Gonovo finds his brother in the center's big tackle from James, but he's able to get out of that one. Great work from James Bay there.
Oh, double here. Holden. Oh-hoo! I'm liking the look of these collisions. They're fun to watch.
Big ruck there. Ball goes the other way now. James Bay looks like they've got a bit of space on the outside.
Ankle into touch, not into touch. We're still live.
That was real lucky there from James Bay. Big carry from Bowen. 5 meters out now is James Bay from the Westshore try line. Quick pick and go from the men in blue.
James Bay's working hard to retain that ball. It is great to see, regardless of what decisions are made, holding onto that ball is #1 priority.
Only 1 meter out is James Bay. Quick pass. And that ball's held up. Great defense there from Westshore to keep that ball off the ground. We're going to go to a goal line dropout.
We've got some applause. We got to be recording this applause. We can play it at our other live streams. We're always at start like, We didn't pay for them, I swear. Goal line dropout here. Belaski taking it. A little bit of a reset after that extended James Bay play.
That ball gets a little wily in the air, but it's picked up by Kerwin. Kerwin finds his fly half Gonovo. Now Finley dancing around on the outside finds Bowen.
Malik Beast Mode James in the chat.
Bowen finally gets brought down just outside the 22.
Ooh, nice offload.
Great little offload
Great
there from
spin to
James
stay
Bay.
up.
Trainer stays on his feet. The hooker for James Bay. Now Gonovo finds his inside center out the back. He's looking, trying to find some space. Runs into Jeff Aluch.
Wonderful play, honestly. Great collisions from Westshore. Great identity on the offense for the Bays.
James Bay building up some phases here inside Westshore's 22. Men in white trying to hold firm with that defense that they have, and it's a no-arms wrap against Westshore. So another penalty, a little bit of discipline issues here early for Westshore.
And the scrum is called.
James Bay is elected for the scrum.
Awesome. They do recognize, we can see it from even up in the stands here, that you come into the opposition 22, you got to come away with something. And a scrum has gone in their favor in the past. Props in the chat for slagging the refs, Ryland says. Proper.
Wouldn't be BC Rugby without it.
Feels like home.
We're joking. We appreciate and thank all referee and volunteers.
Single official and volunteer. Can't play
without them. We couldn't do it. James Bay scrum, big scrum. This one finally comes around, does wheel.
8-man gets it out, though.
He gets inside the Westshore 5-meter line. Westshore scrambling to get back on defense. Quick pick can go down the left side of the ruck. They're a meter out now. James Bay digging for the ball. Going for another pick.
Westshore was able to hold up before. Are they able to do it again?
And James Bay gets it down.
Well
Looked a little
done,
scrappy
Bay.
for a second there. But James Bay was able to hold onto it, and after extended pressure, comes away with 5 points. First try on the board for James Bay.
Likely another 2 points following. Under the posts does make an easy kick. I was getting a little nervous for the Bays there. They had such a long, extended period playing in Westshore's half that at that penalty and opting for the scrum, I got a little nervous for him, you know. You got to come away with points. But even in a wheel and scrum, they managed to pick it.
And he will easily add 2 points to the tally. We are right back where we started, all tied at 7.
Two well-drilled teams. We love to see it. Tight game makes for an exciting game. And after all, what is rugby if not for the fans?
Mark Belaski for Westshore back on the reset.
Looking like he might kick left here to James Bay's right side.
He sure does. That ball's floating awkwardly.
Bounces.
Oh, and just bounces out of bounds over Finley's head.
Brilliant kick from Belaski.
Little
there.
knuckleball, eh?
And honestly, that's something you can really only get on turf. If we were playing on grass today after the rain this week, that would have just gone and stuck in the mud. James Bay's looking to get out of their own end here. 4-man line out. Nice and quick.
They go quick to the front. Easily get that one. Now crashing in the middle is the James Bay 7.
They didn't quite run out of their 22, so they can still kick off the pitch.
Gonovo will do that.
Driving.
This ball travels far.
Quick ball.
Belaski's there to get it. Quick ball back inside. McGuire with it. Trying to find somebody out wide.
Whoa.
Nelson Oyu picks it up. He's dancing around. Finds a bit of space. Westshore ball inside James Bay half now. Now a Luch. Out the back to McGuire, and that ball just spills out of his hands.
Tough.
McGuire's arguing with him, saying that was backwards, but no, says the referee. Knock on. James Bay ball now. So James Bay put in off of the stop time. Awkward little bounce against Taylor McGuire, the fullback for Westshore. Now the Bays with a chance to attack.
See how they take it. James
Good,
Bay.
solid scrum here from both sides. This is looking much better for Westshore. Seem to have found their groove.
Much better for Westshore.
Little trick play. Gonovo finds
well
James,
done.
who sees a bit of a gap. He gets brought down by his opposite man.
Ooh, his leg looked like it got a little funky there in the bottom of that.
Big ruck blow up here from Westshore. Immediately swallowed up is the number 9. James Bay able to hold on to this one. Gonovo playing scrum half. Finds his prop. Oh, Finley misses that one. Hills will just take it in and reset things for the Bays.
Big rumble.
Now Burton back on his feet.
Ooh,
We'll get
charge
to
kick.
Finley, who tries to
And we're off.
punch it through, but that gets charged down and falls out of bounds. Will stay in James Bay possession.
James Bay's hooker is set up. Their line out a little short to follow. They might be looking to go quick here with this walk-in, 5-man walk-in.
To the front. Big lift there from the Bays. Easily gets that one.
Out the
Now
back.
Finley finds Gonovo, finds his 8-man who has a gap, gets brought down by Reese James.
Great rip tackle there.
Joe Kingham is in the ruck.
The ref is
And
giving
he gives it to him.
Well done.
Joe Kingham off the break in the defensive line, comes around and gets the jackal for Westshore and kills that threat from James Bay.
Honestly, great work from James there to be able to make that shoulder tackle, that backpack tackle, and roll away so quickly. Into the crowd, away from the equipment, and we're safe. Up the shore. Let's go, Mr. Young. Westshore on their 40, looking for a line out. We've got 5 men in.
5-man line out here for the men in white. Kane Parrott on the throw, goes to the front, finds Weir. Easy line out there for the men in white. James gets chopped. Oh, man, that looked deadly. He's okay. He's on his feet. Kingham took that in. Going same way as Westshore. Inside ball to James.
Some big, crazy collisions there. We love to see it.
Now the outside center will just run himself. Doesn't quite find a gap. Doesn't look like he was looking for one either. Perry darts looking for support. Gets it off. Belaski dancing around looking for a gap. He gets over the halfway mark now, Westshore on the attack. Short side still.
Good work to stay in.
Good work to stay in from him. Now the other way. Pryor against his opposite man. Doesn't quite get much there. Nelson Oyo's going to bounce the other way and try to dart. Just does not get away from that James Bay defense, holding strong. Going the other way now.
Nice and long
Finding
on
the edge is Sajanovic, who just bodies through the defense. Oh, that ruck almost gets blown up.
James Bay is quick off that line. They are eager to defend.
Emerson Pryor,
he's dancing.
Ball in one hand, looking for support. Decides to just take it in himself. McGuire again with it. Same way. Kingham. Kingham bounces off one, finds a bit of a gap in the defense, gets the offload to hit the captain. Just outside the 22 now. Durango takes another signature pick and go through the ruck. And now Oyo will do the same. Meter by meter, Westshore is fighting for this try now.
They are hungry. Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat here, and I'm standing.
Perry goes to the short side.
Good chop tackle there from the Bays.
Finds Oyo. Pryor just goes right at the top of him. Neither guy looked like they bent over for that tackle. And James Bay gets the jackal.
Great
killing
defense.
the threat. Incredible defensive set from the men in blue to kill that deadly Westshore attack. Kane Parrott having a word with the official. Not happy with that decision. He had his men fighting hard, trying to get another 5 points on the board.
That was a hard drive. From 40 meters, where's that? We're about 10 meters out. Math, that's long. They went very far. To answer your question, Rylan, if you are a loose forward, you're looking for work rate. I know it's a bit of a cop-out answer, but if you are playing that 6, 7, or 8, you need to be around the field. But on top of that, you need to be making the smart decisions, because if you're just running to run, well, you should go do a marathon. Good examples. Joe Kingham there, identifying when, stealing that ball, getting in that breakdown, making that turnover.
James Bay goes to the middle. No contest from Westshore. They're going to crash up into the middle of the pitch here. Durango's trying to get in there. Disrupt. He does.
There we go.
Durango. Excuse me, that was Admir Sajanovic who was in there.
Another loose forward making a great decision in front of the posts. And if you're in the opposition half, you got a bit more game to go for those breakdowns. If you're in your own half underneath the posts, you might not want to go for a jackal. If you miss it and you get a penalty, well, that's just 3 points for the other team.
Speaking of 3 points for the other team, Mark Belaski electing to go for the penalty kick right in front of the post outside the 22, trying to add 3 to his team's tally.
We've got one prediction in our live commentary for Game of the Year already. Early in this first half, or halfway through this first half, already Game of the Year for you. We'd love to see it, Mr. Young. Thank you so much for joining us.
Mark Belaski, the fly half for Westshore.
And a hush falls over the crowd. Brilliant strike.
He easily gets that one and pushes the score to 10-7 in favor of the home side.
Nice and strong. That's the kind of identification you need in a game like this. You know, we've shown that both sides can defend, both sides can attack. When you get presented an opportunity, you have to take it.
We talked a little bit earlier, Zephyr, about possession versus territory, and this has just been a territory game with a few big strings of attack, but for the most part, both teams playing it safe here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Durango tries to get that one and gets cracked. While the ball's juggling out of his hands, he's able to get up easily, but that results in a great field position for the Bays.
Backpacking off your earlier comment about, you know, territory versus possession, these are the kind of moments you're playing that territory game, you're doing the restarts, you're doing the kicks. When something like this happens, you get a scrum in the opposition half. Now's the time to build some momentum and let the boys play. You can hear the crouch call from here. Don't know if the live stream's picking it up, but the ref is loud and vocal.
Oh, and that one just comes down. No one's fault. We're going to reset that.
I would have to say, this is probably 10, 12 minutes ago now. Back to you, Rylan. This scrumming on turf can be a little bit more difficult, as we mentioned, especially that initial impact. You know, you only got an inch, half an inch of give. It's a short turf. And if you can't survive that initial impact, your boots have a fair chance of slipping out on you. Big collision.
Good, strong, stable scrum here. That ball will just come out and find the fly half. Gonovo goes to his number 8, who's just going to crash through the middle.
Number 8 in the centers. Isn't he supposed to be in the scrum?
That's a great point. I didn't think about that. Gonovo looked like he was going inside, finds the offload to the outside to Driscoll.
We're being held up.
Finally gets brought down. Reese James with it, but no.
For sacking the maul, and then what's that after? Holy.
Referee not given anything there.
Easy peasy.
Nothing from the extras after the whistle, so we're just going to stick to the James Bay scrum 5 meters out. James Bay knocking on the door, trying to get their first lead of the game.
I think this call is for that held up, that collision turned into a maul, and Westshore ended up pulling the legs out on it. Not allowed to do that. James Bay's kickoffs are clean. They are well drilled on their set piece and restart. That is one thing I have noticed as well. Adam J loves a flop.
27 minutes gone here in the battle for the Barnard Cup. Westshore on top, 10-7, tight scoring contest here at Starlight Stadium in Langford, British Columbia. James Bay with possession.
They're looking to
big
march this
scrum here from both sides. Finally gets out, finds the 8-man. Finley finds Gonovo. Olindy. Olindy does get it. Joshua Olindy picks it up. He's got space. And he just sits down. Isaac Gonovo.
We're still going.
Crazy rugby here at Starlight Stadium. Joe Kingham finds Durango.
Oh my gosh, you can hear the
Durango
crowd.
finally gets brought down inside James Bay half. What a wild turn of events here. Kingham goes over the top of Driscoll.
Oh my God.
Wire out to Aluch, who gets driven back by Trainer.
Great stick from Trainer there. Oh my God, this is going both ways. It looks like tensions are starting to fly. That ruck is blowing up. Maybe some hands? No.
James Bay gets it, and that ball goes to the air.
And a whistle? Oh.
We're going to go back for the knock-on in favor of James Bay. My goodness, what a wild sequence of events.
Holy cow, that was 3-4 offloads from James Bay to be dropped, kicked, picked up, offload, kicked, dropped, run over. I don't even know what happened, and I'm watching the game. Holy cow, that was electric.
Wow.
We'll likely see that coming up on our socials sometime in the next few weeks. If you haven't,
stay tuned on the YouTube shorts.
You know it. Have some loud big bang zangs going on or something. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe so you can stay up to date for these live streams, our short form content, and the VODs of these live streams. They tend to go up on Sundays after the match.
Half arm for Westshore. Not driving straight is the call against James Bay.
Holy, this is...
Admir Stojanovic will tap and go, and he's going to go right through the middle. He's not scared of nothing. He'd run through a brick wall if he could. Now, Belaski finds James, gets the ball right on the line. Good ruck there from Westshore, I should say. Grayson Perry has to dart with it himself. Almost gets tripped coming out of that ruck.
Westshore with no 9. Oh, we got knees on the ground, so he's not going for that turnover.
Oh, Tom Hauser almost drops that one. He's able to maintain control on the James Bay 10-meter mark as the men in white. Inside ball to Jeff Aluch.
I would not want to be in front of that.
No. Staying the same way. Mark Belaski finds a gap in the defense. Tries to get the offload off. Doesn't quite get it. Quick ball from Perry. Now Alindi with it. Sees a bit of a gap through the middle. He stays on his feet, staying alive. Trying to keep play evolving. Finally gets to his knees, and Durango will get it and just set up a ruck.
Momentum
now
is
going the other way. Prior to Stojanovic. Stojanovic breaks through.
Well done to Westshore. Well done to everybody involved there.
The crowd getting into it here at Starlight Stadium after an incredible display of power. Admir Stojanovic finishing that one off for the men in white, putting his team ahead 15-7 with the kick to come.
Absolutely love the energy from Westshore here. We got our junior programs out. We got the women's team in support. Everybody from the club is here to watch this game.
These stands have filled up quite nicely, with both sides having some supporters here, as well as it looks like some Langford locals just out on a Saturday night.
Starlight should have the beer tent set up. What are they missing out on here?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Honestly, great work from Westshore there on recognizing momentum, keeping it alive.
Belaski from the hash mark puts that one through.
I would just like to highlight Belaski's decision-making on that break. He made it through. He made the step, looking for that offload. And while he was getting tackled, made the decision not to toss it. And I think that right there is the linchpin on Westshore's momentum for that entire try.
Burton on the reset for James Bay.
Here we go.
Calling his number to his men. That ball's in the air to the try score. Oh, Stojanovic just bounces off his hands. Had clean hands on that try, not great hands on that regather.
When you're running a front-loading rig like that, sometimes it just bounces off, you know?
There's nothing you can do. That's a plumber's body right there, ladies
certified.
And gentlemen. 32 minutes gone, only 8 minutes to the half.
Ooh, ref's looking like he's chatting with the front row of the Bays here. Maybe he didn't like what he was seeing at the last scrum, or just checking in, seeing how the weather is.
Last scrum was a half arm in favor of Westshore, so he's making sure he knows he's not going to put up with whatever was going on there anymore.
And he's staying on that side. It looks like it's the number 3 for James Bay that the official is checking.
Pills.
Yum. Boom. Strong collision. James Bay with the initial shunt. Westshore returning the favor. Starting
James
the
Bay
wheel
trying
spinning.
to keep that one in, and it's a full arm advantage to James Bay. That ball gets out to Gonovo. Gonovo finds Finley, who's trying to dance around, gets the offload to the outside.
Ooh. In the corner. Oh, AR saying something.
No try.
No try.
We're going to go back to the penalty. That was a great little set piece move from James Bay. Unfortunate to not finish that way.
For those of you who might be wondering why it's in James Bay's favor instead of Westshore or vice versa on that wheel, is because the initial force coming from the Bays pushed them forward, which caused the wheel. So Westshore was wheeling backwards where James Bay was wheeling forwards, which in this case is the deciding factor on who is dominant in this scrum.
So back to the scrum, essentially erasing that last phase of play off the board. It's going to be another James Bay put in. Westshore has been struggling with the scrums today here at Starlight Stadium.
They have. I do love Dara as a player. he is more traditionally a back rower, which is great when you have a back rower at hooker. You know, you got a fourth loose forward on the field. But in the scrums, you need to pack a little weight.
And they're going for it again. That scrum, that ball
Great
looks
work
like
from
it
James Bay to
comes
keep
out.
it in.
Now they are going to use it. Driscoll's going to run himself. He gets brought down by Belaski. Messy ruck in the middle of the field, finally gets out.
Ooh, good chop tackle. James Bay's eager to try to rectify that try that was taken from them.
Finley runs into his opposite man on the far side of the field. Now going the other way is James Bay.
Good
Warner,
chop. Another one.
number one, takes that one in.
Oh, we're through.
Gonevo looks like he was trying for the inside pass.
Ball's getting bumbled around.
And it's a forward pass. West Shore's defense comes up big with a stop here.
Walk him like a dog. West Shore has been struggling a bit in the scrum department. They are strong everywhere else on the field at the moment. So I'm thinking off this one, they really just have to set that platform, play for territory, kick out if you're quick. The longer that ball stays in the scrum, the more chances for mistakes can pile up. And you just don't want to make a mistake in front of your posts.
No, definitely not. They're going to be looking to get this ball out as fast as humanly possible.
You want to see me get the ball out of the scrum?
You want to see me do it again?
One brain cell up here in the live stream booth, and we happen to share it. Oh, ball's not in.
One. We're just going to reset things here.
James Bay's nines looking for that arm. He's going, please, 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 give it to me. But I think it might just be a general front row struggling to set up on turf. Wouldn't be surprised if the last time both these teams played on turf was this time last year at this field. A little bit of chatter. Refs letting the front row know this is how you do it.
Big hit there from both sides. That ball gets in. James Bay on the counter doesn't get it. West Shore does get that ball out as fast as humanly possible. Belaski was looking for the sideline and doesn't quite find it. Now James Bay on the counterattack. Gonevo is going to carry in the middle of the field.
That was a rapid put in from West Shore. They were in and out. Oh, the ball is loose. Oh, and
another penalty against West Shore. They've had some serious discipline issues here in this first half.
I do think those discipline issues show a bit more when you are physically dominant. Like we've seen some of these carry, some of these collisions. They have been going in West Shore's favor on some of those open plays. And if you're getting a little argy-bargy like that around the ruck when things slow down, it's easier to see. Couldn't tell you what the penalty was for, though.
So James Bay sets up an attacking line out on the 5-meter mark. Looks like they're going for a full line out here. To the middle, setting up the ruck. They don't quite set that up.
A great defense from West Shore to shut that ball down quickly.
Able to hold onto it. They go to the 8-man. He gets brought down, fights for every inch.
Another strong
Another pick
contest.
and go from James Bay. It's held up.
Well done from West Shore.
West Shore's defense comes away big.
Impenetrable.
Belaski getting involved with Burton there. Burton's unhappy with that call.
Great work from West Shore to shut down that maul early. James Bay has been a menace in the maul in the past. And I do think if James Bay had set that maul quickly, they might have come away with a try.
Belaski on the re-kick ends up in the hands of Kerwin, the fullback. Now Finley with it, dancing around, trying to see if he can spot a gap. Sajanovic tries to get in there, but get cleared out good front by the Bays. In the midfield is Pills. Now Gonevo with it. He's deadly with ball in hand. Messy ruck on the far side of the field. Do we have a turned over ball?
We've got some arm motions from the official.
It is. West Shore turns it over on the counter ruck.
With a penalty.
And a penalty.
Well done to West Shore. James Bay was looking to go quick there. had some quick rucks, quick ball. They played well. And that first ruck that slowed down, Westshore took it.
Quick tap and go from Westshore. Nelson Oyu spots a gap. He almost gets through, but gets brought down by Driscoll.
Unfortunately, his support did overrun him. It looks like James Bay might have the ball here. I don't really. Yep,
James Bay does turn it over in that ruck.
Oh, we got a little bit
getting into it on the side of the field.
We got a little bit of a massage going on there. No happy endings here.
Gonavo almost gets brought down by Hauser. Belaski almost ran into his own man.
That would have been a tough collision. Creighton looks like he went for the jackal, got shedded. Oh, but the counter ruck is good.
Everything is just going wrong here. Westshore ends up.
Cole slowed down.
Referee tackled Reese James there to keep him from the quick tap and go.
Give him a 1-inch punch in his sternum. Go, yeah, you're not going anywhere.
This is getting feisty here at Starlight Stadium. Both sides not.
The official here chatting. We'll be right back when the ref comes up with a decision here. Yeah, but the
referee calling in the captains after that little scuffle on the sideline. He's not happy with anything he saw there. Seems to be talking mainly to the Bays here.
I think it might be because the initial argy-bargy came from the Bays.
So a warning to both sides. Captains told to tell their teams to calm it down. And Belaski is going to go to the sideline as we approach the halfway mark. Five-man line out from the men in white. And it goes to Matt Weir at the front, who finds Perry easily. Now Reese James in the middle is going to crash himself.
Takes 4 men to take him down. Holy cow.
God, the just burst of speed out of him was insane. Now Kingham rolling through tackles. Able to be brought down by James Bay. Westshore with the ball now, staying the same way. They dart back the other way. They saw a gap. Mark Belaski's got it in hands. He gets through one. He's got one to beat. He's going to get all the way. Woo-hoo-hoo! Mark Belaski finishes that insane.
Listen to that crowd. They are excited.
Goodness, I'm excited. Wow, what a phase of play from the Westshore Valhallians to add 5 more to their tally. Mark Belaski now has seen a couple gaps in the defense inside James Bay's 22 that has resulted in 12 points now here for the home side.
If our clock is correct, this should take us into halftime. And I gotta say, even with 1 half still remaining, Mark Belaski takes my vote for man of the match.
I could not agree more, Zephyr. He is 100% on the kicks with some tough ones. And, I mean, that break through the defense is just like, you see why the guy is in running for fly half for Canada. Couple standouts for me in this first half, Zephyr. Mark Belaski has just been absolutely electric for Westshore.
Phenomenal with ball in hand, and that boot, I mean, I don't think he's missed today.
And here we go, 40 minutes remaining here at Starlight Stadium in Langford, British Columbia, as the sun sets here on a beautiful late March day. Westshore firmly in control. The captain, King Parrott, carries. He gets great gain line on that carry in the middle of the field. Now the other way. Sejanovic finds Belaski, who goes out to Derek Carroll. I think that might be his first ball in hand of the day. He gets a few meters on that one. Now box kick from the scrum half. Finds open space, and it's just going to bounce out for a James Bay line out. James Bay, thought they were going to go fast there. Elects to keep it out of play.
Great identity there. I mean, opening up this half, I don't think this is what James Bay wanted, to play out of their own end like this. But they have been great in the lineouts so far.
4-man lineout from James Bay, easily taken inside their own 22.
Well drilled in the lineouts, quick movements, up in the air, ball to hand, and out.
Back to the short side. Pills carries. Almost gets held up there by the Westshore defense. Finally comes to ground. Now Burton fishing for it, looking for a box kick to put some space between the ball and the touch line. Belaski up in the air. Great take from Belaski. Gets brought down right away by Driscoll. Westshore able to secure that ruck on the far side of the field. Finds Hauser. The Butcher is just going to carry himself. Back the other way. Westshore has gone to the short side all day. Durango's found a bit of a gap. Gets the offload to the captain.
And Belaski again.
Pair it to Belaski.
Oh
Belaski
my
finds
gosh.
Carroll, who gets brought down in the air. Good work from Belaski to secure that ruck after the offload. Now McGuire was looking for it, and he's just going to crash himself and gets brought down by the James Bay defense.
Great.
The blindside flanker is going to carry into the 22. He gets
going.
away. He's not going to. He's not going to go down.
He's still
Joe
going.
Kingham gets through the James Bay defense and adds another 5 points to the board.
Holy
Wow.
cow. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is not stopping for anyone. Busting down your door. He's scoring it for himself.
Westshore 29-7 right off the hop. We're not even 2.5 minutes in.
Oh, man.
Joe Kingham waves to the crowd. What an incredible performance from the blindside flanker.
And he knows how to work the audience. Wonderful guy right there. There goes my parlay, though. Not by 7.
You never know. It's still early in this game. There's a lot of
That
rugby
is
left to
true.
play.
It ain't over until the fat lady sings.
Belaski looking to keep his percentage at 100 from a tough angle here.
Nice, strong. Oh, with
That
the
one
curve.
hooks back in, and it just gets over top.
He is
Mark
on today.
Belaski pushes the Westshore lead to 31-7.
100% from the tee. Oh my gosh, that is
I have
exactly
a feeling
what you want.
Belaski is going to get a lot of sodas bought for him tonight from his teammates.
Absolutely. He might even get a root beer or two. Who knows? Wonderful stuff to see.
James Bay trying to reset things here. They look a little stunned after that early second half try from Westshore. Durango takes it in the air cleanly, gets swallowed up for the James Bay defense right away.
An independent
Messy rock
Oh,
and a penalty.
that's what they need. I was about to say an independent try like Kingham's is a morale killer, but I mean getting a penalty straight off the kickoff is a booster. We're looking like they're kicking for the corner here.
They are going to, as they try to cut this lead down a little bit. They've got a lot of ground to make up. 31-7 is the score here for Westshore Valhallians.
Looks like we're getting a full pack up there.
Last time they did this, it was a good-looking maul. That
Ooh.
one
Oh, but we're
bobbles
still-
through the air, bounces off the floor. Play on, says the referee.
Unfortunate to see for the Bays. The maul is one of their strengths.
There's a man down on the ground. He does get up as James Bay maintains possession here inside Westshore 22.
Oh,
Offload doesn't quite
to
go the
hand.
right way, and Tom Hauser picks it up, and he throws a wild ball.
And we're playing. We're playing out of our
Belaski
end.
finds it.
Oh, out the back. Oh, my gosh.
James goes to a Lindy.
And he's still on his
Lindy
feet.
refusing to go down.
Takes 3, 4,
He's
5.
still
He's
fighting.
still moving. 6 players. Oh, and we're going to the
And-
Argy Bargy.
Taylor McGuire.
Turns it around. Unfortunate. Hate to see that. That discipline cost Westshore a phenomenal series right there.
Johnson Lindy lost his boot in the scuffle. Now a messy ruck going the other way. James Bay in possession on the Westshore 22. Finds Pills. Pills runs into Sajanovic, who's trying to hold him up. Doesn't quite get there.
Knee to ground. If you're able to hold up a collision like that, you stop momentum and no knees hit the ground.
Gonavo.
Oh, that's tough. That is tough. The
Looking
crowd
to
is
set
loving it.
something up for his men, and just a mental lapse is now a scrum for Westshore.
James Bay's yelling at the ARs. Like that's always helped in the history of this game is yelling at the officials. Unfortunate. There is a bit of that, you know, those niggles, those argy-bargy like we've mentioned. Penalties are starting to go. I wouldn't be surprised if the next one's a card.
We may be seeing some color here tonight at Starlight Stadium. Both sides, tempers flaring across the board. James Bay down by quite a few here. Not what we expected from this side. Westshore has just been able to dominate that defensive line.
I'm not hoping for a card here, but if we see one, we're going to see two. I'm calling it.
That ball gets out cleanly. Sajanovic picks off the back of the scrum.
Oh.
Midfield here is Westshore.
James Bay almost got their hands on that one.
Finds Belaski, who's going to put it to the boot. A knuckleball in the air for Gonovo, who cleanly takes it.
Good redemption.
Looks
there.
like he was going to go for a kick, but he's just going to run it himself and tries to offload it. Play on, says the referee. James Bay still in control. Quick ruck there. Now Warner will carry. Fighting.
Release. And he's got.
He does not have it.
No? Ugh. I'm so excited.
Down the far side is the Bays. Beck, the vice captain, carries.
Westshore just needs to temper this attack. They do have a lead. Playing out of their own end is great, but honestly, if you can just drain the clock, wear out bodies by making tackles.
Gonovo.
A second one. Oh.
Tom Hauser picks it up, keeps the ball alive, play on.
Still on his feet with one man around his ankles.
Perry will do a boot through to find some space, and that one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to kill the knock-on advantage, but going back to that territory game is the Valhallians.
We got some substitutions coming in.
Looks like Alvin Otenyo is coming onto the field for Admir Sajanovic, as well as Aiden Holland coming into the game. He can make a big impact. He's a big body. Kane Parrott yelling at his men to hurry it up.
Not quite sure what's going on. Kingham is off.
Joe Kingham is off the field. He's had an excellent performance today. That try breaking through 6 or 7 tackles gets away. He's going to be happy with that performance. James Bay with control in their own half in the midfield. Same way ball is the Bays. Gonovo goes to the air.
And we're back to the territory game of the first half.
And Grayson Perry gets that one. I didn't even know if he knew he was catching it.
I don't think James Bay did either. They were in position to smoke him, and they just kind of, okay.
Slow ball here. Luch playing scrum half goes to Carroll. Carroll bounces through 1 tackle. Bounces through 2.
Runner.
Great work from Derek Carroll. He's excellent in contact. And a penalty, time off.
Oh, here's the first one.
Here comes the cards.
Jeez.
It is a yellow card for Westshore's 12, Reese James.
Another cheese. I feel like we've seen one of those almost every time we live stream.
Dump tackle is the call. Unfortunate bit of discipline issues for Westshore, up by so much. They do not want to be giving away easy cards like that.
I would wager a bet if it wasn't for the earlier conflict there between the personnel of the teams, that might not have been a card, but I think the official needs to set a precedent now.
James Bay line out cleanly. One goes to the middle, out the back. Gonovo finds Finley, who runs into a Lindy. Same way now.
Rapid takedown. Over the top and stays in.
That one will stay in, so Westshore will end up with a line out inside their own 22. Never a position you want to be. James Bay trying to force some errors here from the men in white to get some more points on the board with 10 minutes gone in this second half.
We have sung Belaski's praises, but I do think we need to mention everybody else's kicking game here. A lot of them have been on nice and tight to those sidelines, bouncing out some strong box kicks, as mentioned in our live chat. Wonderful work from both sides. Over the top.
Over the top. Alvin Otenyo bounced off him. So James Bay gets a lucky break, and they are going to have a scrum inside Westshore 22. This has definitely been their most deadly weapon here today.
Absolutely. James Bay's been quite dominant in that pack. Live chat is surprised it wasn't Brian with the yellow. You know, sorry to ruin your pool there. It is Reese James. just the way the game went. Oh.
As you said, Zephyr, after that last scuffle, the referee was just looking for any excuse to pull out a card there, trying to calm things down. Both teams just on edge of their nerves.
We saw it. You could hear it.
That
Hand
scrum
keeping it
blows up, and it's a penalty for Westshore.
For disconnecting, maybe. You aren't allowed as a loose forward to take those shoulders off. Refs having a little bit of a chat here. Ball's coming in. Into the crowd, into the crowd.
Oh my gosh.
If you are sitting in E7, sorry, you're no longer with us.
Westshore put some space between the try line and that ball. Line out now on their own 40, trying to get back into the other half. Matt Weir bobbles that a little bit, and it gets stolen by Warner.
I check on the chat for 1 second.
I don't think Matt Weir was expecting that one to happen. So James Bay back in possession. Aiden Holland holding on, told to release, finally gets brought down. Gonavo, chip over the top. McGuire catches it with Mark. Excellent decision there from the fullback.
Yeah, slow it down. Especially being down a player, 14-15 is tough, making those decisions to just maintain a bit slower of a tempo for those 10 minutes the card is active.
Isaac Gonavo takes it out of bounds, and we'll play it quickly with Kerwin putting a boot back. Bit of kick tennis going on here. Perry's going to let that bounce.
Oh, he stepped over.
Stepped out of bounds.
But Blaski's running it.
Blaski running out of his own half, gets brought down 10 meters out. This is a dangerous situation to be
Absolutely.
in. And a penalty. Exactly why you don't do that.
That is tough. If the score wasn't so different, this would be a perfect opportunity for 3 points for James Bay. A nice, easy 3. But I do think they're forced to try to play for the try here.
They do not have the
gumption? Is that the right word?
The words escape me.
Somebody get a thesaurus. Pull it up. Seth, on the I can't pronounce it.
James Bay is going to elect for the scrum. So close to Westshore's try line. Definitely the right decision there from the men in blue.
Absolutely, especially with the way their scrum has gone short of that last one. Chad had some wonderful insights just on, playing slow and making those smart decisions down a player in the back line, and we saw it, ended up in a penalty, and now we're 8 meters out. Ball is in.
Great, stable scrum from both sides. Westshore seems to have figured some things out.
Which is great.
And the pressure does get too much there. Arm is out from the official. It's an advantage for James Bay. Finley tries to get the offload off, doesn't quite get there. He gets brought down by Otenyo. Same way.
Oh, through offload.
Oh my gosh.
Looked like knew he was going himself. Looked like he was offloading.
Looked like he was trying to get the offload, but if he had just turned around and dotted it down, he was in the try zone there.
Not selfish.
How dare you?
How dare you play the team sport? However, with James Bay taking their time at that scrum and they milked that penalty, gave them a free attempt. They're going back to the scrum. They're looking for the same thing. Keep that ball in, build that pressure. They've been dominant at the set piece. And once it starts to break, you either get that arm or you just march it in for a try.
I will say this has been a standout of their game here today. Their defense has done pretty well with a couple lapses in judgment, but so far James Bay has been the stronger pack.
I would say in a whole at the set piece. Open play, there is some debate there, but James Bay has just run away with these scrums, and their lineouts have been on.
Quick little reset there. Both sides unhappy with the picture.
Ball is in.
James Bay building up that pressure again, trying to get Westshore to crack.
They got the
And
arm
another
again.
advantage off the scrum. Gonovo tries to go himself, gets brought down.
Oh,
that ruck
turnover
gets
was
blown
good,
up.
but we're going back to the penalty.
And there's a more argy-bargy going on.
Holy. This is going to be a tough one. I don't think there's any individual who's necessarily messing up or causing those penalties. I think it's just James Bay as a whole is a bit more dominant, and that's resulting in these penalties.
3 penalties in a row against Westshore on their try line. 3 scrums in a row for James Bay. Trying to punch their ticket here to get their second try of the match. Although time ticking away, 56.5 minutes gone here at Starlight Stadium. They're running out of options.
Honestly, very impressive considering it's 14-15 right now and you're defending 5 meters out with a third scrum penalty. That is hard work.
That ball gets to the back again. James Bay goes for a different approach this time. Nieuwenhuizen gets in.
Well done from James Bay, and honestly, well deserved at that point. I mean, you spend 10 minutes down in the opposition half. You do need to come away with some points there, and the Bays earned it.
Westshore's going to be thinking about that one a lot. Their defensive stance was pretty good, but the discipline, again, just slipping for them, which ultimately resulted in those 5 points for the Bays. Kick to come.
Here's hoping that is a bit of a wake-up call for the Shore. I mean, they were confident, they were playing well, but running out of your own end is ultimately what resulted in this try.
And Burton will cleanly get that one. 2 for 2 on the day. 31-14 for the home side with 58 minutes gone here. Battle for the Barnard is not disappointing.
We got a time estimate on that yellow there, Max?
No. Sorry.
It happens when it does.
When you see him run on the field.
You can tell that's an Aspen because of the way it is.
Mark Blasky on the reset here for Westshore at Starlight Stadium. He's going deep. Finds the try scorer, Nieuwenhuizen. And James Bay will just go back to the territory game, kicking that one out of bounds.
Smart. Ooh, looks like we have a substitution for Westshore. New hooker coming in, Porter Gook, who has been with the Pride this year.
I believe he's just made the transfer back to the Shore. Great to see him get some time with the national development side. Durango cleanly wins that line out. Westshore setting up the maul. Not quite going anywhere. That's your one stop, says the referee. So now Perry will find a Luch. Quick off the line is James Bay. Great stick there. They're trying to blow up that ruck. James Bay, Westshore able to maintain possession. Now going short side. Weir carries. Now Pryor looks like he's going for the tip. Doesn't quite get there. He's going to carry it himself. Good, strong platform there on the ruck. Back the other way. Hands will do. Holland finds a gap on the outside. He's got support.
I almost thought Holland was going to break away on the edge there.
Out the back. McGuire looked like he was going for another big ball. McGuire pushes one
With
out.
the step.
Oh,
no.
Oh, and his ankle's gone for sure. Advantage for Westshore off the ruck. Taylor McGuire's down bad. And the referee's just going to stop the clock. Taylor McGuire looks in a rough way on that run. Seems like something just popped in that right leg.
Snipers in the stands. It might be a little bit here. Taylor has had some issues with his hamstrings before, so we'll be right back.
Taylor McGuire will head off the pitch after an incredible performance. We wish him a speedy recovery. Unfortunate series there for the fullback. Mitch Bowie comes onto the field now. Westshore will reset things here. They were on the advantage from that last ruck, and I believe it looks like to me Reese James is back on the field.
What does it look like to you, Max? Looks like a game of rugby.
So now both sides back at full strength. Quick tap and go from Mitch Bowie to Alvin Otinho. Bounces off a couple. He gets brought down 7 meters out from the James Bay try line. Parrott to Pryor. Now going back the other way is the Valhallians. Durango goes over the top of that ruck. His signature move. Doesn't quite get anywhere. That James Bay defense swallows him up right away. Now, I don't know who picked on that went with that one, but then now Westshore's a meter out. Braden Bespalko. Bespalko gets in. Another incredible try here for the home side, Westshore.
Sub him off now, 100%. 100%. One touch, one try, 100%. Get him off. Get him off. Keep that stat up. Oh, my God. That is wonderful there.
Westshore pushes their lead to 36-14 with the kick to come. Almost insurmountable here for the visiting side. The Valhallians got to be happy with this performance, and I'm sure the coach, Aaron Barney, is smiling ear to ear.
Absolutely. I mean, your starting 15 set a precedent. They made the lead, and those power subs are coming on, and they're just doing that. They're bringing power. Every single substitution has had an impact so far for Westshore.
Lasky does get another one. He's still at 100%.
He don't miss.
38-14 now the score here at Starlight Stadium. What a performance here from Westshore, showing why they are the number 2 team in this BC Men's Premiership. It's been a tight contest all year. The top 5 or 6 sides within a few points of each other. Westshore looking to clean some things up as we head towards playoffs.
Ball is on. You are right there in the live chat. It is electric here in the stands. The fans are loving it. All the Westshore teams are supporting. Oh. Oh, straight out. Okay. Thought they just underran the ball.
Alvin Otinho, he looked like he faked out the defending runner there.
Might have faked himself out as well.
So we are going to have a scrum reset at the middle off the kickoff in favor of the Valhallians. Porter Gook getting his teammates fired up for this one. Couple subs here in the pack. Let's see how this scrum fares now.
Well, they're setting this up. Just a quick thank you to all the sponsors, the officials, the volunteers that keep this going, that keep Westshore alive, that keep James Bay alive, that keep rugby in BC alive.
Absolutely.
That allows us to have a wonderful 7 p.m. Starlight Stadium match.
Big hit on the scrum there.
Great work from Westshore to temper that hit, but James Bay is just
scrum.
powerful.
Yeah,
Power.
saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah, that is capable from the Bays. They know what they're doing, and they know how to chase it. Looking for a sideline here.
Burton will go to the close side to set up a set piece, a line out for the Bays.
It is what is keeping them in the match so far, is this set piece. They are superb here.
16 minutes to go, Zephyr. Not quite close enough to call it. Still, a lot can happen in that amount of time. James Bay to the back. Not straight.
I got to stop looking away. This lineup, man, every time I look away for half a second, something exciting happens. Yes, a little bit of experience in that front row will do good. Porter's got the size. He's getting that strength. I mean, he is still quite a young lad in terms of his rugby career.
Westshore is going to elect for a line out of their own here, staying away from the scrum. They haven't had the most luck in that area of the game. It's going to be a 5-man to the middle. over the top. Kane Parrott finds Bowie. Lindy is going to run himself. Belaski goes inside to Luch. Had a couple runners on each side. He had options. Westshore able to maintain things with that ruck. Now to the back. Belaski again is going to go to the air with another knuckler.
Oh, I'd hate to
That ball's going to drop dead. Lindy almost. Lindy
kicking it off Bowen into the sideline.
That was great awareness from Johnstone Lindy.
A lot of good chat in the chat. They are talking it. They are saying it. Let me tell you, if you're not, do get in there. We do love a little bit of banter.
Nathan Gronwald will come on for Emerson Pryor. He's had an excellent game today. Probably won't be too happy about how those scrums went. Regardless, he did well. Matt Weir off the top of the Westshore lineup wins it cleanly. To the middle of the field is Simeon John. Great little rumble there from John. Belaski had to bobble that ball and fall backwards into the catch. Otherwise, he was going to maybe go to the hospital. That could have been ugly.
Don't like the hospital passes.
Now Alvin Otenyo will just run it up the guts. Stand short side.
Westshore's playing all over the park right now.
Little trick play. Gonavo will get it and call the mark.
I do think, even though it's going in Westshore's favor, this back and forth and offloading to support without momentum, I think they got to can it here. It's just not the most effective way to pass to somebody who's flat-footed. James Bay with a full substitution.
Bomb squad coming on for the Bays here.
Is it the red wire or the green wire? Red wire or the green wire? Colorblind, man.
Westshore line out on the far side. Porter Gook with the throw in. Full line out, it looks like, for the Valhallians. Aiden Hollins up in the air, doesn't quite get that one. Kane Parrott is there to clean it up, but not straight is the call.
Unfortunate there. Might have been a straight call if it initially hit those hands at the top of the box. Had a little less travel time to wander off.
So we go back to the scrum with 12 minutes remaining here. Saturday night, Starlight Stadium. What a game so far we've had, Zephyr.
We got to get a scrum counter. Little ding every time we come here. Can hear the chatter from here, from that front row. They're talking loud.
Gonavo finds Nieuwenhuizen. Gonavo goes to Kerwin. Kerwin's throwing his defenders off of him.
Held up.
Just gets swallowed up by the Westshore defense.
Mom says hi.
Hi, Mom. Oh, Durango looked like he was going for that ball, and it's a penalty. Gonavo finds Driscoll. Gets brought down by Bespalko. And the penalty goes the way of Westshore. Johnson O'Lindy getting involved in that ruck. Love seeing a winger get a jackal. That is great stuff.
No updates on Taylor at the moment. He was ushered off with our medical staff. He's hurt. That's the best I could give you. I'm
great
sorry,
call.
Man.
Great call.
You never want to see your kids get hurt, but that's all I got for you.
Belaski puts the boot to the sideline.
Somebody got clipped. And more substitutions coming in. Dump the bench.
James Bay throwing everything at the wall here, trying to see what will stick. With almost 10 minutes remaining, they are down by 24. That is a tough score to make up. Matt Weir cleanly wins that one. Mitch Bowie just decides to run right into the biggest guys on the pitch.
Everybody's got to do it.
Belaski, huge boot, finds some space in behind.
Bounces twice, collected.
Now Gonavo will just run himself. Isaac's brother.
Takes three to take him down. Whole family.
Messy ruck in the middle of the field, and it's a penalty for Westshore. James Bay very unhappy with that call. Looked like they were trying to set up some phases, but that gets killed by the Westshore defense. Valhallian's looking to slow things down. Belaski taking his time to get to the ball. He's going to go to the corner, trying to give his forwards another chance for some more points.
Chat's wondering here, Max, your vote for man of the match, both sides, Bays and Shore.
The easy one for sure for me is Mark Belaski. He's had an absolute stellar performance here for the Westshore Valhallians. Couple tries on the board, offloads, line breaks. It's been just incredible to see. And for me, for James Bay, I would say Nieuwenhuizen, the number 8/number 12, has had an awesome game. He's been just busting through tackles. He's been a standout for the Bays.
He really has. I think also as their captain, you know, he's leading by example. He's showing the tempo and the press there.
Half arm against Westshore on the line out. Referee saw something he didn't like. Quick tap here from the Bays, trying to play it out of their own end. Finley sees a bit of a gap, tries to throw it over the top.
And we're just going to a scrum.
Lindy volleyed that down, and it's just going to be a scrum reset for James Bay about 8 meters out from their own try line.
I think that lineout was just Westshore. They were pulling men in and doing this numbers game, and I think the ref didn't like it for slowing down the match, especially just with how much time remains. You want to give the Bays an honest opportunity. No, you really can't match it anywhere. I mean, there's a wonderful chat, wonderful banter. We love the feedback. We love the talking points. Gives us something to do.
We're both here just out of love of the game. No salaries, no nothing here. Just two ex-players. Two ex-players trying to inject some life into this game here in British Columbia. A little bit of a high tackle there from Westshore, so a penalty goes the way of James Bay. They're going to go to the corner to reset things.
If you're one of the 97 in the chat right now, do remember to subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 by the end of the season, just so that we can keep rugby coming to you through the off season and into the next one.
Ball over the top. Durango ends up with it, so Westshore disrupts that line out. And now back on the attack is the men in white. Kane Parrott looking for the offload, just goes himself. Midfield, supported by John.
Some nice
Gronwald finds
there.
Gook.
Through
looking
and
strong there. Bowie thought about the short side, didn't see it. Looks to Simeon John. He is incredible in contact. And a time off from the official. He's going to give a card.
I called it.
To Nieuwenhuizen.
We see one cheese, we see two. That's just the way it happens. Do we know what the card was for?
I didn't quite see what the card was for. Nevertheless, James Bay will finish this game a man down with their captain walking off, head held low. He's unhappy with that call, but Westshore powers forward with a line out 10 meters out from the James Bay try line, trying to add another tally to their score.
Too much cheese, that's what the call was. Sorry, you got to leave.
To the front. Weir picks it up cleanly. Westshore trying to set up the maul. This one gets disrupted by James Bay.
Down, set, nice and strong.
Lelouch carries
himself?
in the midfield by himself. Has no support. Does finally get there. Westshore got lucky on that one. Now Otenyo fighting to get to the try line. Doesn't quite make it. Gets brought down. Gronwald gives inside to Lelouch, and he gets it.
Under the post.
Westshore, another one on the day.
Points, 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 points. Love to see it. Great work there. Want to highlight Lelouch just running independently there, taking down. A little bit of experience on how to present that ball backwards with the squeeze and stop James Bay from turning it over. Just phenomenal work there.
43-14. 5 minutes to go here at Starlight Stadium. I am confident to say I think the Valhallians have this one in the bag. They're going to go for the first ever triple Barnard Cup here in the BC Men's Premiership.
First ever in the whole 115 years?
In the whole 115 years, Zephyr.
This is a historic night. Absolutely legendary.
Blasky eating up every second of the clock.
That makes more sense. I thought him and the official were sharing a moment.
And he keeps that percentage at 100 on the day and pushes the scoreline to 45-14 with 4 minutes remaining. Wow, this has just been an incredible spectacle to watch here on Saturday night, Zephyr. What a privilege it's been.
I'm loving it every second here.
James Bay goes short on the reset. And ends up in the hands of Westshore. Good work from the men in white to clean that one up. Holland ready on the receive. Holland finds a gap. Holland's got one to beat on. A sniper takes him out in the middle of the field.
Target acquired.
Incredible work. But we are not done yet because Alvin Otenyo is going to run down the sideline to get another try for the Valhallians. Off the reset. Westshore not done yet.
Holy cow. I'm still kind of processing what just happened. That was so quick.
Back-to-back tries late in this match. 50-14 is the score on the day.
Holy cow.
Wow. Aiden Holland sees a gap right in that AB channel. Almost gets all the way, gets brought down by a ghost. But the offload finds Alvin Otenyo on the sideline, and he's able to finish the job.
Blessing or a curse. This puts Blasky on the sideline for likely maybe his last kick of the game from tee.
Trying to keep it 100% right from the sideline. Can he do it?
Boys are stressing out their 10. Oh. He gets it! Wonderstruck.
Wow.
I am in awe. That's phenomenal.
Man of the match performance from Mark Blasky here for Westshore. He has just, he can do no wrong.
Nice.
Deeper ball on the kickoff goes to Aiden Holland. He's going to run right up the middle over the top of the defender.
Just going to walk over him.
Luch finds Blasky on the inside, and it's a forward pass. Bit of a late call from Mark Blasky there. Small mistake from the Westshore backs. Nevertheless, we will go to a James Bay scrum with 1.5 minutes to go.
90 seconds on the clock, the same amount of time to take your tee kick. Let's see what the lads can do. Loud from the scrum there. They are yelling. Tensions are high.
James Bay building the pressure. Does
that
get
ball
the
gets
pop,
lost.
and it's going to be a penalty against Westshore. Their scrum is going to need work on Tuesday. Donovo finds Finley in the midfield. They break through the Westshore 22. Trying to find some space anywhere they can out there. They're about 15 meters out now. Back the other way. Finley dances around. Runs right into the Westshore pack.
Held up. Knees to ground.
Big ball almost gets taken by Aiden Holland, and he's going to get a card for that.
I did not predict the triple cheese. I did not. Oh my gosh. 3 cheese lasagna on a Saturday night. Holy cow.
Aiden Holland going for the intercept. Just knocks that one down, which is not allowed in this game. So that's going to be a yellow card, and that's going to be his day done.
Unfortunate there. But, I mean, it is the right call. There's only, 60 seconds left in this match, less than a minute to go. You just gotta play quick like that.
James Bay looking for a consolation try here as the match wraps up with another scrum. Again, their scrum has just been incredible today. I can't say it enough at how well they are drilled in that forward pack.
I mean, their whole set piece lineup included, even their restarts. They have
going the other way.
Oh, shooting through, darting.
Kerwin almost finds a gap over the top to Archdeacon.
Stripped
that ball spills
in the
out.
contact, but
Kane,
nope, not having it.
There's a couple guys down here for James Bay.
Is that a hip? Is that a Nards? I can't tell from this angle. The AT is on. It might just be roll off the side. We'll push you over, make it happen. Maybe. And he's back. On his feet.
Good on the man to stay on his feet and in the game to finish this out. This is going to be the last phase of play, regardless of how it finishes.
I would hope. If 20 seconds is too long to finish, well then, what are you doing here?
3 yellow cards, 14 on 14 here to finish the day.
Tactical card from Holland there to hit the showers first.
He is a veteran of the game, I don't doubt it. James Bay, Gonavo over the top to his brother, tries to step back inside, gets swallowed up by a Lindy and James. He's fighting,
Are they getting marched
refusing.
Over? Just kind of hoping for him there.
Beck carries that one. Advantage for James Bay. Now Finley battling to get in. He gets brought down a meter out.
We got to be into overtime now. Gotta be.
Substitution prop for the Bays carries. He's a meter out again. That ball spills out. Advantage stays with James Bay. Getting driven back by the Westshore defense.
All I see is a bunch of elbows. It's like one of those cartoon dust clouds.
Now Gonavo chipped through, doesn't go the right way. That play is going to die there, and it's going to be a penalty for the Bays.
Penalty, okay. I thought it was a knock-on advantage, but, I mean, keep the game going. It's more exciting this way.
They are going to elect for the scrum, trying to get that consolation try in extra minutes here. James Bay is going to have some thinking to do after this one, Zephyr.
With their scrum and their strength here, I'm honestly kind of hoping that they keep it in. Try to march it over the line. We've got a rascal in the live stream booth. He is kicking Max in the shins.
I'm a professional. Nothing phases me. Pick off the back from the Bays. Beck gets swallowed up. Counter rock from the Westshore Valhallians. Goes the right way.
Turned over? No.
No, they held on to it. Good job from James Bay to secure that ball in that messy ruck. Trying to make anything happen. Gonavo finds his inside center. There's some space outside.
Ooh, I don't know if that was the right
runs
decision.
into James. With a man outside, he could have given an easy ball out there. Took it himself.
Easy.
Now back the other way.
Marching
the substitute
through?
lock.
Nope. Held the ankles, driven back.
Midfield, they go to the short side, calling for it, and it goes to Braden Paspalko's
No
hands.
way.
Reese James ends up with it.
He's still
going,
on his
refusing
feet.
to go down. Westshore ball now. All they got to do is kick this out, and that game's done.
No, run
but
it.
no.
Run it. Yes,
Braden
run it.
Paspalko off the offload. He got one to be against it. Mitch Bowie. Mitch Bowie with blue all around him. Gets the offload to Alindy. Alindy's only got one to beat, and Westshore is going to end this game on a try.
Oh, my God.
What just happened?
Insane. Insane. Oh, my. I'm a little at a loss for words. That was
Wow.
I mean,
James Bay defense just breaks down at the end of the game. Mark Belaski's probably thinking he doesn't want to take this kick.
He's like, guys, I'm at 100%. Come on, come on. Now he can do it. He's a right-footed kicker. He's on the right side of the field. He's shown he can kick it from the left side touchline. Confident he can slot this.
My goodness, what a game. What a performance from the Valhallians. The West Shore Rugby Club is going to be very pleased with this performance on a beautiful Saturday night.
That's a phenomenal, historic finish for a historic cup. Oh, with the curve. Oh,
he gets it. Oh my gosh. And that will do it, folks.
That's
Final tally on the day. West Shore 59-14.
absolute phenomenal finish from West Shore there.
What
Great work.
an insane story here from the get-go. The territory match early in this game, 7-7 for so long. And finally, West Shore just opens the floodgates. James Bay in a huddle looking stunned at that performance.
You got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, and boy, did the West Shore boys cook tonight.